Want me in it right now?
It's up to you. It doesn't matter.
Tell me what we're doing.
We're just winging it, man.
All right.
What is going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video for the brand new viewers. My name is Sloby, and behind me we have Matt. Matt has ridden with us before. He used to drive the
2015 orange Renegade 800.
So that video was the Tabolt's Corners video.
Yeah, that was a great ride.
I'll put it up here so you guys can click on it if you want to check it out. Fun ride. Some guy just commented the other day, yesterday.
Yeah.
He's like, that was us on the IQRs, and we're not kids, we're friends. So somebody upgraded.
We did. There were too many new things this year not to roll into a new snowmobile. So I had, I don't know, 5,500 miles, 5,800 miles on the 15. So my wife said it was okay. My beautiful bride said it was okay to buy a new one.
And somebody just had a brand new baby.
Yes.
I wanted to do this a couple weeks ago, but
so
someone had to come out.
A brand new snowmobile, and hopefully I'll get to ride it a little bit this year with a week and a half year old baby girl in the house and a 2.5-year-old son. So it might be a challenge, but we're gonna get up there with Mike and get some miles on.
Have you seen that TikTok?
No.
With the baby basket on the back of the...
Oh, yes.
That's going to be his new baby.
And the baby's bouncing all over.
I'm going to do a quick walk around and then we'll talk. I wanted to do my first video this year of doing, taking mine out of the barn and stuff, but it was like pretty much raining the whole time for Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm not taking, the grass was all muddy and...
Mm-hmm.
So guys, this is going to be a banger of a video for you guys today. So we're going to start right off with crushing that like button, subscribing, hitting the bell notification so you know when I'm uploading new videos, and let us know in the comments below what you think of this 900 Ace Turbo.
That's right.
So I think we'll focus today on the suspension in your gas gauge and why you went from the 900 or from the 800 to the 900 Ace Turbo.
Oh, I did a lot of research on the 900
Why don't you hop on your sled?
You want me to get on it?
Yeah, why not?
I did a lot of research on it because that's what I do with everything that I buy. And I think this is the 4th year in production for the 900 Turbo. And the way I see it, it's like 80 or 85% of everyone that's ridden and bought one has loved it. So I want to give it a shot. For a multitude of reasons, is longevity of the motor, ditch the 2-stroke injection oil, no more injection oil, just change the oil. I think it's good for 2,500 miles on an oil change, so obviously you just do it seasonally because I'm not doing 2,500 miles in a season. So I just do it, change the oil every year, and I wanted to ride one before I bought this and ordered it, but I couldn't get up to Old Forge to do the test drive, so I kind of just bought it sight unseen. Hopefully I'm within the 85% of guys guys and girls that love the thing. But we'll see. And it was a great year to buy because they redid the front and rear suspension. We have the new gauge that I still haven't completely figured out yet. I'm not a techie guy, so I don't know if I won't be connecting my phone to my helmet. I just don't see a reason to answer my phone as I'm driving down the trail. But you can get all the maps on it, and you know.
Are the maps built right in?
What's that?
Are the maps built right in?
No, or you have to get the app. So you get the app on your phone, plug it in, put it in the glove box, and then you run the maps off your phone. So I figured I've always been an X package kind of guy, and I've ridden a couple XRSs. Dominic, Mike Sloby, and they're fantastic riding snowmobiles. I do personally feel a large difference in between the X package and the XRS package in terms of suspension. So for the little bit of added cost, these things are god-awfully expensive as is. So to go from an X package to the XRS, I said, well, you're already at X amount of money, you might as well just go to the next level and get the next best thing. So that's what we did, and it's cool. You know, they've been doing this for a while with the adjustable handlebar risers, and you know, it's got the fly-by-wire throttle. So, you know, every once in a while on long rides, your thumb gets worn out, you can spin it, drive it like a jet ski. So that's really kind of cool. The only thing it doesn't have that all the other sleds have, but it's really not a deal breaker for me. So the only thing it doesn't have that all the other sleds obviously have is the electronic reverse. They can't spin a 4-stroke in reverse yet. Apparently they don't have the technology, so they're kind of back into the Stone Ages with a manual handle for reverse, but who we kidding? How often are we riding our snowmobiles in reverse? So it's not really a big deal to me.
How often are you riding them in the trees?
Well, Mike, now that you mention it, that has happened before. But this is the new gauge, which is really cool. So you've got over on the left-hand side, you've got your fuel, you got motor temperature on the top, displays the air temperature right in front of you, your mileage, time of day, and then, you know, if your phone's connected. You set your phone up in your GPS over on this side, so this whole screen will be mapped. You know, the RPM would disappear, and I think you can move it over onto this side, and this whole screen, yeah, see. If I start it, I think it stays on longer.
That's fine. It won't focus on the...
Won't focus?
No, go for it.
Things around. Like I said, I haven't really played with it too much yet. And then you've got you adjust everything with your screen over here with this knob. Yeah, it went off again.
Yeah, it's fine.
So you got your knob, and you know, you can set up whatever music you have in your phone. You can shuffle here. This navigates through the screen. A couple other goofy little buttons, and under here, which is kind of cool. Even if you don't plug your phone in to your snowmobile,
this is my favorite part.
Even if you don't, yeah, it's nice. Even if you don't plug your phone in for all the apps, it has this pack in here which is plugged in and heated, and there's little heating pads in here. So that's real nice. I mean, you always ride, and if you keep your phone on in your pocket, it dies. You turn your phone off and you ride it in your pocket with the cold, and you turn it on at the next bar or restaurant, it's dead. So you put it in here, keeps it nice and warm, and you can keep it plugged in with the USB port, so it's constantly charging all the time, so you don't have to worry about it. And then I had my boys at Bibbins hook me up and put the shield heater on for me. So that's in here. Then you got your USB port is all the way down at the bottom. You can plug the phone in. So I'm.
You must have an iPhone.
I have an iPhone.
The Samsung S10 doesn't die.
Oh.
The thing,
I can't keep my phone.
Thing's an ice cube before.
I can't keep it charged. So it's cool because with the 4-stroke, you get 3 different performance levels on the motor. You get the eco mode, which the clutch engages differently, and you just don't have as much power, and you get better fuel consumption. You have a regular mode, and then you have a sport mode. So when you're lining up next to Mike on his XRS, you put it in sport mode so you know that you're going to blow his doors off.
Is it because I'm fat you're talking?
No, it's just because I have sport mode and you don't, that's why. And then because...
My sled's always in sport mode.
And because we're getting older and wiser, I went with the large windshield because we all know the XRSs come with that little tiny, what we call the gauge warmer, and that doesn't do anything for anyone. So I've already caught some heat over this, but I got the old man windshield on here because I'm sick of taking it in the chest and in the helmet with all the air. So I put the big windshield on. Didn't go with the external shock adjusters. I just didn't see the value in it. I know a couple of the guys we ride with have them. I've never really seen them play with them before, you know?
I didn't go with them either, and I told you guys in a previous video, it's one of them things that never had to use it, so I have it.
Yeah.
I don't knock anybody who has them, but
no, I mean they make sense, but I kind of like I have the suspension set up. I'm not really someone that plays with the suspension, so I set it up and it feels good. I leave it there, you know. So I didn't want to spend the money on on the externals here, nor did I do the adjustments on the skis.
When you spend that kind of money, you might as well save $100.
Yeah. I can't remember how much it was.
That was a lot.
I'd say it was $800.
Yeah, it was like $8 or yeah.
I did go with the 1.5" ice ripper track. I've never owned a sled with the little picks in it or an actual fully picked track. So this is my first snowmobile that I'm ever going to ride or own that has it. I've never been a fan only because it tears up your trailer, tears up your driveway, it tears up your garage floor, which I still haven't put in here, but when I do. But I went with it because I wanted to get the 1.5" track. So it was 1.25" came without the, I don't even think they call it a pick. I mean, what do they call this?
Oh, what was it?
There's a special
But
thing.
I have 1.25" and it has a minute.
Oh, you do?
Is it an ice ripper?
Ice ripper, yeah, that's what it's called. But I mean, I don't think they call it a pick track though. But the 1.25", I'm pretty sure, I might be wrong. I thought when I looked at this, when I ordered it, the 1.25" came without the little picks in it. The 1.5" came with the picks, and I really wanted an 1.5" track. So I said, you know what, forget it. The guys that ride with these ice ripper tracks really rant and rave about them, so I figured I'll just get it. And
mine was the option.
okay.
Like you could do like $500 of something, or you could upgrade the track for free.
And that's what this was. I got the 1.5" ice ripper was a free upgrade.
And I didn't do 1.5" because to me it was, I've always had 1.25".
Yeah.
So it was like I've never thought about having an 1.5", so why?
See, and I felt like on my 800 with the 1.25", there was a lot of track spin there, so I kind of wish that I did have a larger paddle track, and that's kind of why I wanted to go with the 1.5". Maybe somebody.
Don't let this guy fool you. He loves when you're behind him.
Oh, remember the 1.75" paddle that I had on my 05?
Throwing chunks of snow to the sky.
That was awesome.
But I got mine. I got mine one day.
Yes.
He was helping me on a hill, and I just floored it by accident and forgot all about it, and he just stood there like...
Yeah. You know who gets it from me every time? Shout out to Jake Johnson. Man, if I tattooed Jake more times when he's right on my bumper and we come over a little knoll and it's throttle time and it's all over him. I love that kid. So outside of that, I'm not a big accessory guy. I kind of just get on them and set them up and ride them. So all I did was the windshield, and I'm still on the fence. I'm not sure if I'm going to put them on or not. I think I might now that I've given it more time and thought about it. Is I got these.
Are those? What the heck are those?
These things. See, if you look down here, the Gen 4s, previous to the Gen 4s with the XS chassis, I believe it was, you had a piece of plastic here. So you could tuck your foot in here, you get the heat off the motor, and there was a piece of plastic that was here, and you could tuck your foot in to help to keep it warm. Now this is wide open. So I asked them, for a piece for here, and this is what they gave me. So it's really not going to do what I wanted it to do. It fits in here. There we go. Fits in there like that. So it's not really going to keep your foot warm, but I've done some research on them, and I have heard of guys complaining without anything here. If you're kind of aggressive in and out of the corners, you can get your foot to slip out of this thing. So I figure I bought them, I got them. It's just 2 screw holes, you drill some holes down, and it comes with all the hardware. So I think I might actually mount those and put them on.
Cold out.
It is cold out.
I actually have an opinion.
Talk to me.
But
you don't like them, or you do like them?
they look nice. I like it being open. Your foot does get colder, I'm not gonna lie. And I'm the last guy that will tell you I'm cold because I don't mind the cold. When I wrecked that 09 on the guardrail, my foot pretty much was caught in there when it was closed. And I love how my foot can swing in and out of it.
Yeah.
Just for, not saying I'm gonna run into a guardrail or anything, but you never know when something
You don't try to.
is gonna happen.
Yeah.
And if you're locked in there tight and you can't slide your foot out sideways, you could lose an ankle.
Yeah.
But That was just experience.
And why it comes with the protector on here, I asked him at the dealership, because the turbos come with this piece of plastic on the top of the tunnel. He couldn't answer it. I don't know why. Maybe someone watching could tell us. I think this is an aftermarket option that you can put on like the Renegade 850s. It's a tunnel protector. Why they come on the 900 stock, I don't know. But another thing I like about it, I'll fire it up. It is quiet. Very quiet. And one thing they told me when I picked it up, he said with the 4 strokes with the turbos, he said, you know, you get on all your 2 strokes and you let them warm up for 30 seconds and you take off. He said you really want to let these things warm up and gain motor temperature before you really start reefing on them.
If it's anything like the Cat, you can't go anywhere until it says warmed up.
Right.
Well, in 2,000 RPMs you can, but...
Yeah. And then back to here, Mike, check this out. So back to the selector switch, get on the tack there. So right here you can see we're in eco mode, and then you go to regular mode, and then when you go to sport mode, the tack will climb and your idling RPMs are higher. So you're in sport mode. So that's Dust Mike Slowby mode. So when it all comes down to gas consumption and throttle response and how much power the motor is going to put out. But it's quiet. The gauge is a lot lower. I mean, it's engaging at... Oh, man. So I think I got the suspension set up where I want it. I have it set up softer than when I had my 2015 set up. It's not quite, I don't have as much pressure on the skis the way I had the other sled set up as I had front end pressure. I kind of took that pressure off. I didn't play with the limiter strap at all. I left it at the loose setting.
Some guys will tell you to, and some will tell you not to.
Yeah.
I say not to.
Yeah.
I think some guys do it to pull wheelies.
Oh, yeah. What else I think is real cool, you know, with the new suspension, they push the skis out, I think 3/4 of an inch. And all the write-ups from everyone that test rode the 2020 and a halves is that the suspension was just fantastic. It was just absolutely fantastic. Now everybody's just waiting for snow.
Yeah. What do you guys think? She's a beaut.
She's a beaut.
So we're gonna wrap this up, but before we do, I'm gonna tell a funny story.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
just because I had the 4-stroke Arctic, and every time I rode with these guys, I think Matt was the one that. I think he was the offender that I caught the one time. And if you want to see it, what I'm talking about, it's in the 7 verse 1. It's 7 Ski-Doos verse 1 Arctic Cat. I'll put that up there too.
What is it?
Every time I pull away in the Arctic Cat, they'd run and get pictures quick, so it was just all Skidoo. Oh. And I think Matt was the #1 offender. And I never realized it until we were at the.
I don't think that's true.
No, in that picture. I don't think that's true. In that picture, we were at the Ridgeview, if I remember correctly.
You had that non-turbo 4-stroke. You were too slow. By the time you got to the restaurant, we had already taken the picture and the helmets were off. We were inside eating.
Oh, it makes me laugh every time I see that picture. So, guys, is there anything you want to know about this sled? If you give me, let's see. I know you guys have been probably waiting for a snowmobiling video, so give me 25 likes and we'll do a follow-up of this video with Matt. If there's anything you want to know, I'll write down the questions and we'll come back and we'll answer them. Here's a question for all the viewers. I was thinking about doing it, and I don't think I'm going to do it any longer, was a tune. I've done a lot of research on tunes. I want to say these are 150 horse. There's 155 horse, I can't remember. You can do a
like a 175 tune, you can do a 195 tune, you can do a 205. There's a bunch of different horsepowers, but it voids the warranty in the motor. But from what I'm hearing and reading is some of these tuning companies, they hold their own warranty with the tune. So if you have an issue with your motor and it's regard to the tune, you know, they cover it, I guess. I don't know how it works. I know that if you get a tune, it also is supposed to increase your fuel mileage. I don't know if there's much truth to that. I think I've kind of axed the whole idea. I'm just going to leave it stock. But if anybody has any good information on motor tunes, I guess I kind of like to hear it.
Sounds like Matt's going to be trolling my comment section, so make sure you answer the question. So that's it, guys. That is it. So now we're just thinking snow.
Yeah.
I still got to get mine out from upstairs in the barn, so you'll probably see that video coming down the pipe. I've been trying to do giveaways on my Instagram. Insert my Instagram name here. That's about it. So what we're going to do is we're going to wrap this up, and we'll watch the comments. We'll check back in. And with that being said, thank you guys so much for all your support. We are on the road to 1,000, and I'm going to need you snowmobilers to get me there.
That's right.
Get me there, and I want to do a 1,000 follower giveaway. I don't know what yet, possibly a cooler. So that should give you guys some incentive to help out.
Or it could be a brand new 900 Ace Turbo for the 1,000 subscribers.
This is not clickbait. Clickbait it is. So yeah, and me and Matt are going to be trying to ride a lot more because a lot of you guys commented they love the trailside banter. They love seeing you talk on the phone during work hours. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for all your support. Let's get out there. Tell your brothers, your friends, your frenemies, your enemies, your grandmas, your grandpas, your aunts, your uncles. Let them share the video. So, guys, love you guys. Peace out, and we will see you next time.
See ya.